I smelt the fire within probably 1 or 2 minutes after it probably started. I was working down my lower property and I was walking up and I could smell smoke.
A fast-moving wildfire in BC now under control, but not before it forced several neighborhoods in West Kelowna to rapidly evacuate. More than 800 people ordered to leave their homes yesterday when that fire flared up and spread out of control very quickly. It is now being held and people have been allowed to return to their homes. Let's get up to the minute right now on the situation with the West Kelowna Fire Chief, Jason Brolund, who's with us now. Chief, good morning to you.
Good morning, David.
Must have been one heck of a night.
You know, yesterday was a very challenging day for our community and those two neighborhoods in particular. Something that we knew was coming and you know, we've been urging people to prepare for decades.
I want to unpack that with you, but can you tell me the situation today? Because I know you are expecting higher winds, but from a different direction.
Yeah, I can say a very different morning here in West Kelowna today than it was yesterday. It is cool and cloudy. There was just the lightest sprinkle of rain already as the sun rose here compared to what we saw yesterday, where it was hot and it was windy as soon as the sun came up, which, you know, those are conditions that can make it a very dangerous day here. I'm optimistic it's going to be a little bit different today, which will allow us to really put a finish on this fire.
I just want to talk about the overall risk, because it is one you have warned about repeatedly to residents in West Kelowna. What is the message that you want them to hear?
Well, you know, there's a sprinkle of rain out there this morning, but that's not going to change anything. We've had significant wildfires here in our community before, and that doesn't change anything either. It doesn't mean that the risk is past. I don't want to scare people, but I want people in my community and you know, really across the country to understand that this is a risk that we need to learn to live with. And it is not something that as emergency responders, we can be counted on to just solve this problem. We need the help of the public. We need people to be prepared for these types of events. Having a grab and go kit, you know, doing the fire smart things to make your home more resilient to wildfire before it starts. These are all really important factors as, you know, this risk increases across our country.
It sounds to me as if no homes were destroyed, but how close did it come yesterday?
Yeah, you know, like you often may say we got lucky yesterday. Well, you know, no, it was the hard work of literally 100 emergency responders on the ground that ensured that no lives were lost yesterday, most importantly, but also that no homes were lost. But, you know, I stood on the street, I watched that fire come up over the hill straight towards us. I saw the dark black smoke that everyone else saw. And, you know, my concern was we were going to lose dozens of homes. But, you know, the firefighters tell me that literally the flames were licking up into the soffits of the house that they were fighting to save. And it was within inches. All of these people got to go home last night to homes that were still standing. We had just a very minor loss of a small picnic table and a gazebo that, you know, firefighters just couldn't save. But it was successful because of the hard work and the partnership and cooperation that, unfortunately, we've developed in this region over the last couple of decades to deal with this threat.
Chief Brolund, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.